So when I sold a company for over $100 million and clipped my coupon on Wall Street, it also mattered who bought it. So it was an institutional purchaser, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got a $200 million line of credit, making me one of very few black people to ever have a line of credit of $100 million. And that was not...
How you sleep at that night?
It's not...
After you done did the business all day, right? You done did the business all day, the check clear, you looking at you see the M's in there. How you sleep?
When that deal closed for $121 million, before the $200 million deal, I was at Taco Bell in the drive-thru. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I ordered a number 3.
I'm about to start fucking with that number 3.
It was just another day. It was another moment. I don't do it for the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about the achievement.
Fair who?
Fairfax is just, look,
we going what?
Look, man.
What we doing, Shaw?
I ain't
walking.
I'm stay back here. There was a lot of confusion and all that. They was saying they wasn't coming to this, man. Look,
we going, gang.
September 27th. It's going down, Sam. Fairfax,
I told y'all I'm not walking up there.
Arena. You dig?
Man, we pulling up.
Look, I know, everybody in the city, we don't really go out.
We taking out the night.
We ain't really going out with Virginia like that, but y'all
sleeping in the car. We already gonna be there tomorrow.
I don't give a fuck how many times y'all walk up there.
They
gonna be there, and the city gotta be there, Slim.
Crazy part about it, we already in Virginia. They don't need no way.
I'm going to Virginia, but I'm not gonna walk up there.
All the way, so get your tickets. It's official, Slim.
What is you saying? We already in the building that we finna perform in tonight. We're here. We're here. Y'all are there, and you're not even there yet. We're here.
September 27th. Get your tickets, Slim.
You saying?
I'm saying I'm not walking up there.
It's me, Blake the Great. I'm here on scene today to sneak in and find out where the live show's at. Where are the live shows? I'm here to represent the people. Hey, boy, you clean, boy. Hey.
Car like that. What's up?
Damn, you got on Channel 85 merch?
Yeah, I do. What you need, bro?
Where the live shows at, boy?
Man, on the app, Channel 85.
Trying to figure out where the live shows are.
Right.
Now, everyone has told us to go online, that you all have an app.
Yep.
But how much is the app?
Blake, it's $85 a year or $8.50 a month.
$8.50 a month?
$8.50 a month.
That's it?
85. Come on now.
That's all?
That's it. $8.50. Or 85 a year, you save more that way.
Damn, that's smart. That's smart. Why everybody keep talking about this app? What are you talking about?
Channel 85, bruh. You can find it on Apple, Android, Roku, Fire Stick. It's everywhere, bruh. How you don't know about it?
I don't know, bro.
You're supposed to be investigating.
I be looking for the shows.
They own the app.
They own the app.
Channel 85.
Channel 85. All right. Thank you. That's been the problem. You've been trying to watch it for free or on YouTube. It's only $8.50 a month or $85 a year. Now, I'm Blake the Great, and I'm about to sign off. Go get the app. Google that. Channel 85.
Welcome back to the 85 South Show. Yes, sir. We're not doing none of that today, DC. We got the chairman in here with us today, man.
All right, we got to keep it real.
We got to keep it all the way thorough. This ain't an episode. This is a class. This is a crash course. It's a master class.
But I am from Compton, so it's okay.
He is from Compton.
And South Central.
Don't bring the Compton out. None other than Mr. John Hope Bryant is in here with us today. In the trap.
It's a lot of money right here, man. You feel what I'm saying? No cap.
Not just money, currency.
Wealth.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
All of that.
Now,
Welcome to the 85 Show.
Thank you, brother. Money's actually pretty irrelevant.
Right. Off the top.
I mean, we obsess about money, the bag, the dollar, all that stuff. It's rearranging the deck chairs in the Titanic. All money is an exchange of value. So if I take your hoodie off and on the back of your hoodie I write paid to the order of, and I put your routing number for your checking account, put your checking account number, put an amount, sign it, and date it. You can take your hoodie off and go down to the bank, and they'd sit there scratching their head trying to figure out whether they are legally obligated to cash your hoodie. Because it's the check that we, up until 5 years ago, everybody would write checks. That checkbook was simply a way to transfer the value of the money that you have sitting somewhere that you own. So now it's an ATM card, or it's a debit card, or it's a digital card. But all of it is just a means to transfer value. The question is not what are you transferring the value, but what are you transferring it for or to? Because money has velocity. So that cash flow, making a living. So we make a living and we use cash flow, and that cash is flowing. It's either flowing to dumb shit or to wise decisions. But it's flowing. That's why 70%, I love the 70% number, it's historic. 70% of all those who are in the NFL and NBA are bankrupt 5 years after retirement.
Do any of them ever reach out to you for any counseling?
Yeah, I do. I'm really, really proud of a lot of strong brothers, and I don't have the permission to mention their names. There's a couple. T.I. wouldn't mind me mentioning his name. Killer Mike wouldn't mind me mentioning his name. But the athletes, I don't want to mention their name without their permission. Stephen A. Smith, et cetera. There's a lot of brothers who call me, and we have real conversations. Charlemagne, we talk all the time, and I'm just really proud about how they're really, these brothers are really smart, and they're really trying to become like legit business people. And we have real conversations. And when it's about their area, I shut up and listen. And when it's about my area, we don't need to say anything. They just shut up and listen. And we chop it up and we just go back and forth. I'm learning from them. They're learning from me. We're all nosy as hell.
Let's take it back for all the people who watching the show, and let's get a brief intro of how and why and where you started all this.
I was tired of our people. Brilliant, amazing, genius, broke. I was tired of the indignity. I grew up in Compton in South Central. My best friend was murdered when I was 9. Sorry, just took a minute, I'm just trying not to get emotional because whenever I say it, I can see it. His name was George, he was a really smart guy, hung out with a drug dealer next to me, his name was Tweet, and started talking like Tweet, walking like Tweet, acting like Tweet, trying to be cool like Tweet, selling drugs like Tweet, got shot on somebody else's street corner, just like Tweet. Talking about this is my corner. The fool, the city owns the corner. You don't even own the corner. And unless I mention George's name, George has lost to history. I've been mentioning his name, for 40 years now. Because if I don't mention his name, he doesn't exist. Because our lives, to many people, are disposable. Because he never made his mark. But he was smarter than me, technically. Then I had the guy who saved my life when I was 6, 7 years old. His name was O.C. And my mom and dad divorced over money when I was 4, 5, 6 years old in South Central. And my mother left my dad in Los Angeles. And we owned a gas station at, anybody listening to your show, watching your show in LA, the gas station's still there. Western and Vernon southeast corner, we owned that gas station. We owned an 8-unit apartment building on Martin Luther King Boulevard, used to be called Santa Barbara. We owned a home on that same street. We owned a nursery business. We owned a cement contracting business. We lost it all because my dad could make it but couldn't keep it. My dad was that brother, obsessed with making that cash. But if you make $1 and spend $1.50, the more money you make, the broker you get. If your outflow exceeds your inflow, then your overhead will be your downfall. And so my mother was a great investor, great saver. My dad just thought she was fine. Didn't realize I was his business partner. And so he didn't give her the respect of partnership.
Didn't see the value.
Yes, right. Marriage was first business before it was anything else. 6,000 years ago. It was a business arrangement. And then it became spiritual, endowed with spirituality. And then it became about she's fine, right? And we get all hooked on the she's fine or he's handsome part. You'll realize when the looks fall away and the body drops, that's your business partner for life. And if she's dumb as rocks, you got a problem. So it's not just about how fine you are, it's what's your credit score. We got to make smart sexy again. So my dad and my mom, because the number one cause for divorce is money amongst everybody. Mom and dad, over money. I watched it. And so they broke up and they lost everything. My dad lost everything. My mother went to go live with a girlfriend of hers. Her girlfriend's boyfriend was OC. Oh, see, I fell on his porch. I was swallowing my tongue when I was 6, 7 years old. He saved my life, hit me between my shoulder blades, back of my neck, caused my throat, my tongue to come forward. I was choking. So I love this dude, man. I didn't even know him. Like, this is my hero. I didn't realize pride. Ambassador Young says that men and women fail for 3 reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. I didn't realize that OC had pride, and he didn't want to tell my mother that he couldn't take care of his family and our family in his house at the same time. If he told my mother that, my mother was working at McDonnell Douglas Aircraft, she would have helped him. She would have pitched in, but he didn't say that. He's like, I got it. I'm good. We're good. Well, he wasn't good. He worked a regular job, but then he had to get some extra money. So we ran around the corner to sell some marijuana. He wasn't very good at it.
Damn.
And the guys who thought that was their corner followed him home. And I'm sitting on the porch waiting for the guy to come home who saved my life. And they hit him in front of me in a truck. I remember it was a lifted truck. And they waited for him to get in front of the house so we would get the full trauma and get the message. And they hit him from behind and dragged him. He was on a bicycle. And they dragged him down the street until he was dead. Mangled the bike and his body. And I could see it just like I was talking to you like it happened yesterday. That was over drugs. That was really over money. So the divorce was over money. My mom and dad fighting was over money. We lost all our assets over financial illiteracy because we didn't understand money. The guy who saved my life lost his life over money. My best friend was murdered over money. So by the time I was 9 years old, there was only one constant: money, and we didn't understand it. And I saw all these brilliant people in my neighborhood: prison, probation, parole, death. I'm like, no, I'm not going out like this. So I started looking around. I became nosy. And I'm like, okay, everything we've been doing hasn't worked. So there's got to be another way. There's got to be a way out of this. So I went to school, and as God would have it, this white banker came in the classroom and taught financial literacy. I didn't know what that was. We didn't want him there. He didn't want to be there. He came in once a week. He had a beautiful suit on, Italian stitching, white shirt, Egyptian cotton, red tie. I remember. Didn't get this guy's name. First week, it was like, yo, man, get out of here. He's like, I don't want to be here anyway. Second week, he started talking about money. Third week, I wore a suit just like him, my Sunday suit. My mother made for me. Fourth week, excuse me, sir. What do you do for a living, and how'd you get rich legally? I was dead serious. Excuse me. Yo, and everybody else playing around. Yo. What do you do for a living? You, how'd you get rich legally? Because you got a nice car in the parking lot. It's got tags on it, right? Ain't nobody chasing you. You're here in the middle of the day. My mother's working an hourly job in McDonnell Douglas Aircraft. She gets paid $12, $15 an hour. She has a 15-minute break twice a day plus lunch. She only shows up if I tear my butt. She shows up. Other than that, she can't just leave the job. You here in the middle of the day. How you do that? He said, it's called a salary. I don't know what a salary is. He said, I'm a banker and I finance entrepreneurs. I said, sir, I don't know what an entrepreneur is. I never heard that word my entire life. I'm 9 years old and I'm curious. I'm nosy as hell. But whatever it is, if it's legal and you're financing it, I'm going to be one. Open the dictionary. It's called a Google search now. Open the dictionary. Entrepreneur. French word. Build something from nothing. Create value. Okay, through what? Capitalism. How? Free enterprise system. Okay, well, so I go back. Look, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Thank you very much. By the way, just curious, this banker thing you said you are, pays some money. Oh yeah, it pays really well. Okay, great. Any more like you? He laughed. What do you mean? No, I'm serious. Like, you said your job is to lend an entrepreneur money. There's more than you? He said, sir, there's 10,000 banks in America back then.
Look, this Friday, we in Philly. Right this Friday. Niggas is dickheads, keep making us talk and shit. Nigga, Philly, nigga, West Philly, North Philly, South
you
Philly.
angry?
They angry, but they loving people.
Nigga know what's happening. Bitches, switches, stitches. Nut ass nigga.
Since you want to be a family man, I catch you outside the family plan.
And do what?
Shoot everybody.
What
That's
it
the
is?
family plan.
Ah, 39.99.
Get there this Friday, dickhead.
Fuck the program.
Nut ass nigga.
Football is back in full swing, and Prize Picks got the deal of the week. Look, they got Jalen Hurts, the superstar quarterback, sitting on the board at just half a passing yard. Come on, man, half a yard. That man need 1 yard, just one pass to cash out on your square. He could throw a screen pass to his grandma, and you gonna get the money. Look, that's a free square, man. Start your lineup with Hurts at half a passing yard. Stack the rest of your plays and go for the bag. And all the new users, here's the move. You play $5, you get $50 in lineups instantly. Win or lose, that's yours. Just download Prize Picks app and use promo code 85South. And don't forget to play the free jackpot too. Play jackpot for up to $1 million and track the leaderboard. So look into it right now. Prize Picks, promo code 85South. Jalen Hurts need 1 yard. That's 1 yard. Let's run it up.
Texas running back wearing 5 chains.
Looking stupid.
Hey, I never tell a nigga what to do with their money because they got more than me and they younger. But it's some shit, bruh. Hey, you gonna look at this 20 years down the line and you gonna be like, bruh, I was fucking up.
What's the point of this?
I don't know. And then when you need some OGs around, but the OGs will come up to the nigga and call him Big Bro.
Ain't now OG gonna tell that boy or convince him not to wear all them goddamn links.
No, not these new OGs. They'll call him Big Bro.
Yeah.
Big Bro, you should let me wear one today.
That's some weak ass.
You can't, OG can't speak because half the OGs don't really know what to say anyway.
Yeah.
They really ain't got no knowledge either. They just grew.
That's actually very cringe.
They just turned 40, 50, huh?
That's very cringe. Like
Right here?
Yeah, that's cringe as fuck.
That don't make no sense.
Like, that shit not like, oh my God, look it up. Like, no. It's like,
maybe the young girls like that shit. I don't know. That's what he out there.
they don't like
But if they do, that you can. I ain't telling you not to wear 5 chain, but nigga on the sideline.
On the sideline.
What the fuck are you doing?
What he's
and why you ain't dressed out?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Pull up Jefferson.
I knew you
Greg when that nigga goddamn playing.
Them motherfuckers be dancing.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I would get in the game just to snatch that nigga chain.
Man, that's fucked.
Nah, he be having that shit tough.
Nigga, I'm talking about not. I'm talking about I wouldn't be no nigga on the street. I'd be a player.
Yeah,
You got the Fruity Pebble shit.
Man, that's
still
crazy
going
how them college players was getting drafted to the NFL with all that jewelry on. Man, they had
Look at that
millions of dollars worth of jewelry
That
coming.
nigga got that shit on, gang.
Like, bruh.
There's got to be a couple million bankers. I said, whoa, slow down. Wait a minute. There's a couple million people whose job it is to lend poor people money. And all I got to do is prove you I can pay it back? He says, yeah. So why the hell are we shooting each other? Why is it, what's with the shooting and the gangbanging and the murder and the mayhem and because all a successful drug dealer is an illegal entrepreneur. He's not dumb, he's not stupid, he has a bad business plan. He understands import, export, finance, marketing, wholesale, retail, customer service, security, territory, logistics, payroll,
real estate,
HR, real estate,
yeah,
distribution, marketing, branding. So we're not dumb. It's what we don't know that we don't know, but we think we know. So that at that moment, when he told me that, and then I went on, I said, so if I borrow money from you and I don't pay it back, I don't get dead. And see, you're not laughing because you know what I'm talking about. He laughed. He said, well, what are you talking about? No, we issue a notice of default. I said, you give me a piece of paper? I mean, this was mind-blowing to me. So, okay, so how do I get access to this money? Well, you need good credit. Okay, that's another thing we need to look up, right? Well, credit comes from the Latin root word credito, which means credibility. Capitalism comes from the Latin root word capitas, which means knowledge in the head. Banking is a trust business. So, slow down, wait a minute. I need credibility to access capital at the bank. Credibility, knowledge, trust. Oh, I can scrape that up. Right? So I started my first business the next year. It was a neighborhood candy house. And I'll tell you the story, but I put the liquor store out of the candy business in 6 weeks and made $300 I made $300 a week on a $40 investment. I'll tell you the story if you want me to, but the point is I was hooked on entrepreneurship. That was my way out. And I was gonna drag everybody with me. So my job today is to be the plumber. My job in our community is to be the economic plumber. We don't have plumbing. Everybody else has plumbing. Every other culture has plumbing. Something to plug into to get access capital, to get an internship, to get in that office building, to do a business deal, to buy a home, to get your son or your daughter into a college or a university. But mostly to access capital and opportunity at scale. Every other culture has plumbing, except poor whites, Native American Indians, and African Americans. We don't have plumbing. So I decided to create economic plumbing. So I have 1,500 offices across the country. I'm the largest Black male-founded community-based nonprofit in the U.S. history. That's my philanthropy, Operation Hope. That's not where I make my money. That's where I give it away. That's $4.5 billion we've invested in our neighborhood.
DC, you heard what he said. That's not why I make my money. That's why I give it away.
I heard what he said. I'm trying to be over there in the part where you're giving it away.
No, you're smart enough to be over here to help figure out how to make the next batch of it. I heard you earlier. You're really smart, but you also know when to listen. And part of life is knowing when to shut up. A big part of life is knowing when to shut up and listen. I followed Ambassador Andrew Young for a decade, all across this country. I'd buy a plane ticket, figure out where he was speaking, and I'd chase him. Quincy Jones. I had 2 heroes when I was growing up. 2 guys I wanted to meet. I didn't know them. There was only 2. I wanted to be an international businessman, but there was no Black international businessmen 30 years ago that I knew of. So there was 2 brothers who were international. Quincy Jones, music, and Andrew Young, civil rights and politics. I said, well, that's good enough. So I made it my business to go be mentored by them, but they didn't know me. So my job was, how do I get in front of Quincy Jones and Andrew Young? And I just engineered it. Took me 10 years with Ambassador Young. It took me about a year and a half to meet Quincy. And once I got there, my job was to say just enough to impress them. And then shut up and listen. And I'm still listening. I just talked to Ambassador Young yesterday. I mean, we're like this now. I'm like a surrogate son. But last night when I was with him, I just listened. And I never stopped learning something from these people. I was talking to 3 billionaires today. Yeah, they can learn something from me. And I guess that's why I can't speak for them, but I think that they learn something. But I'm certainly learning something from them. Right? So I'm always ear hustling. You're ear hustling.
What are those conversations like when it's 3 billionaires on the phone?
Well, it was 3 separate conversations.
Okay.
But it's a great question because it's not what somebody would think. It's not about money. See, they made it. You can't spend that kind of money in your lifetime. The question with them at this point is, do I like you? Do I like you? Do I respect you? Do I admire you? Do I feel good around you? You know, can I let my guard down? Or are you just trying to get what I've got? If you're trying to get what I have, you don't even get that conversation. If that's the vibe and energy, life's all about relationship capital. Like, how did I get to you guys? Charlemagne. He loves you. I love him. You brothers need to, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You guys need to connect. Boom, text message, instant credibility. We all know, okay, if this person's vouching for this person, then it's all good, right? So it's like an underground filtration system. If you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. The opposite is also true. So successful people want to hang around successful people. Folks who are in a transactional situation where there's a giver in a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship, here's a real answer to your question. A giver and a giver is exotic. A giver and a taker is neurotic. A taker and a taker is psychotic. A lot of relationships in our community are the last two. Neurotic and psychotic. I like high frequency relationships. I'm trying to go up market. That's a giver and a giver. That's who I'm married to. That's who I hang around. That's who I flow with. That's who I do business with. If I get any hint of toxicity, I'm gone. I don't argue with you. To argue with a fool proves there are two. I don't get in debate with you. That's wasting my time. You can waste my money, you can't waste my time. I'm ruthless about my time. If I get any hint that you're full of shit, I'm gone. You can do that all by yourself. So these conversations are authentic. It's a giver and a giver. We never talk about money, oddly enough. But oddly enough, through hanging out, these are high achieving people, you end up doing stuff, which ends up producing the transfer of money as a gateway to build wealth. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I'm following you.
Mm-hmm. So in some ways, I'm just saying we're wasting a lot of time in our community rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. The ship is sinking, we're picking drapes. We're arguing about stuff. First of all, we're arguing. There's a lot. I did this podcast, this post last week, and it went viral. It's like almost 2 million views, and it's like 50,000 shares. But if you look, I love the comments. I'm always for the comments. You go in the comments. Normally I try to teach in the comments. I found it hard to teach in these comments because folks who are broke and toe up want to tell me about what I'm talking about. Folks want to debate with me about something that's irrelevant so I was saying that poor neighborhoods are noisy as hell. Wealthy neighborhoods tend to be quiet. I as somebody who grew up in the hood, I have a little credibility. I said, well, a lot of black and brown neighborhoods and poor neighborhoods are just too damn noisy. Then I said wealthy neighborhoods, didn't mention the race, are quiet. Then I spent the bottom half, the back end of that post, praising black people, clearly as somebody I'm pitching for. But all the comments want to obsess emotionally. Well, did he just say the black communities are noisy? Well, if you want to say that, it's mathematically correct. Half of all black people have a credit score below 620. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna slow that down.
Yeah, pick a camera and tell them.
I like math, but it doesn't have an opinion. I'm not emotional about this. It is what it is. Let's stop being emotional about stuff. This is the facts are the facts. Half of black America, not poor people, all of us, have a credit score of 620, which means you're probably 750. I'm 770. You're probably 710, or you're working at it, or you're at least 690, which means our cousin, Pookie them, and JoJo, they're at 500.
290.
290, you said it. Right? So the average, our high is dragging up their low. So what I said is actually worse than what I just said. The average credit score in black America, 40 million people, is 620. What does that mean? That means we're talking about police brutality, racism, the president of the United States, wasting our time on stuff we can't control or affect. But whether you can pay your bills or not is something you actually have some control over. But that means that half of us wake up in the morning locked out of the free enterprise system. You can't get a decent car loan at 620. You can go to a car dealership and get a Mercedes, but it'll be not a Mercedes, it'll be Mercedes payments.
40% interest.
18, 27, 40% interest. They wait for you that's a bomb. They can't wait for you to miss your 17th payment so they can take the car back and resell it. Can't wait for you for the car to break down because it's a used car, because a car dealership makes money 3 ways. Car sales, the least profitable, finance department,
maintenance.
And now, see, you're a proper capitalist.
October 11th, man.
Hey, man, you already know what the fuck going on, man.
Mississippi,
but Memphis, man.
Pull up, nigga.
Memphis, man. Landis Center,
Bad
man.
bitch, all
Memphis, man.
Pull up,
Get
nigga.
your tickets, man.
Get your ticket, man.
Make sure you get some tickets so you don't gotta hit me for none. Everybody in Mississippi, I need
That's your
you to
hometown.
get the
They want
tickets
all free
right now. Don't call me, just buy them.
Huh?
It's easy to get. Just
Pull up.
pay for it, buy the tickets, then you got some tickets.
Channel 85, man.
You ain't gotta worry about me. If you buy some
11th.
tickets,
He gonna have 100 free tickets for you.
October 11th.
buy the tickets.
October 11th.
October
Landis
11th.
Center. We out.
Everybody
South
gotta call me.
85 South.
He got 200 free tickets for everybody in Mississippi.
Hey fellas, you wanna walk into the room dick first? Like I be doing? Dick first, just hello. That was my dick and I'm Karlous. Look, Blue Chew is a tablet, but it ain't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for what you're trying to achieve. Look, we're talking stronger, harder, longer, lasting, faster. Stop. All right, you get what I'm saying. Look, give her in the group chat something to talk about, bro, when you lay it down. You know, they gonna talk about it. You know, if you know, they gonna talk. Look, nothing makes you more of a legend than Blue Chew. And we got a special deal for our listeners. As always, you get your first month free. Just use promo code 85South at checkout and pay $5 in shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head over to BlueChew.com for details and important safety information. And we'd like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Whoa, what you doing with that? Hey,
What's going on?
fit check. I'm just trying to move in. Oh, okay.
Oh, you coming to school? Check the embroidery right there to make sure that it rises up, cause we don't.
Okay. I'm feeling it. Is this the legit one for sure? I can tell it, cause look.
Yeah, this real.
Yeah.
You got high density on the back.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if this legit or not. You check all the labels and that.
The pennant.
Oh, she got it.
She got it.
Is it real though? Oh, this look just like the one that's on mine. Oh, she got the uniforms on.
All right.
So she might.
I'm good.
You
Yeah.
legit.
Appreciate
Welcome
y'all.
to the school.
Thank y'all.
Hey, you gonna play it?
Hey, yeah.
Maintenance. They can't wait for that to break down. But we sitting there flossing, oh, I'm driving a Mercedes. No, you driving a Mercedes payments. You're driving a bomb. 620, you can't get a decent car loan. 620, you can't get a home loan. Not a prime one. You need 700 for that. Don't even talk about a small business loan. That's risky credit. So we want to go to the bank and say, oh, the bank's racist. The bank may be racist. But let me tell you something. I'm not lending you money at 580 credit score. Me, and I love my people because you're a credit risk. And I was the largest minority owner of single-family rental homes in America. I owned 700 homes through the Promise Homes guy. I sold the company for $121 million 3 years ago. But I own 700 homes from Atlanta all the way up to North Florida. I know my people. I have 4 million clients at Operation Hope. I know my people and how we behave. Given the right tools, we kill it. We've been doing so much with so little for so long, we can almost do anything with nothing. Where the rules are published and the playing field is level, we kill it. The arts, professional sports, faith, church, politics. But no one told us the rules for capitalism or free enterprise. But yet we want to go into my comments and give me a lecture about something that's just, it's not even debatable. I'm sorry it breaks your heart or hurts your feelings. Our communities are damn noisy. And the reason I'm saying that is you cannot create a patent is a monetized idea. You can't be creative in noise. You cannot do anything when you're distracted all the time with damn noise. You have to quiet your mind. So I wasn't even talking about a physical space. I was talking about a mental space. We are sitting there arguing about some stuff that don't even matter and missing the whole point. We're gonna have to fight this battle from the shoulders up. This is useless. This new battle. I haven't even gotten into artificial intelligence. I haven't gotten into the future, which is gonna change by 2030. I'm just trying to get us out of our trauma. So as simple as this sounds, if all we did is raise our credit score 100 point in the black community, you'd solve all of our problems.
Sounds simple, don't it?
I'm gonna say it again. I'm willing to put my net worth on this. You go to a 580 credit score neighborhood. Now, I've never met any of you here. You tell me if I'm wrong. You go out to you know what a 500 credit score neighborhood looks like? Go to our neighborhood. Here's what you see. Check casher. Next to a payday loan lender. Next to a rent-own store. Next to a title lender, car title. Next to a pawn shop. Have I lied yet?
Dollar General.
Okay, don't pick on them. They're a donor of mine.
Oh, okay. That's how you know shit getting bad, though. When you see that Dollar Tree across the street.
Fast food restaurants. Liquor store. Laundromat. Coin op. Church, which is your neighborhood psychologist, trying to keep you from going postal on Monday. We don't go to church anymore, which is making it worse because now we're not even spiritual. We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Energy matters. But they got us all obsessed about money and that dollar and all this stuff that don't matter. And meanwhile, our soul is falling away. Anyway, the church, so many people, black people, have you gone to see a psychologist? I don't want to go see a psychologist. Somebody might think I'm crazy. If you black and don't think you crazy in America, you crazy. So we used to go to church and get that out of our system. We stopped doing that. So now you have this community that's in a crisis. It's surviving mindset. It's noisy in your brain. So now we're rearranged. Now we're just running in place. And everybody trying to get that bag, get that dollar, get that cash, get that money, which, as I told you from beginning, is nothing but a transfer
of value.
Boom. He's a quick learner. We're not even building wealth. And the dollar circulating one time in our community and it's gone. Yeah, thank you. So so then I said, okay, what's 15 minutes away from a 500 credit score neighborhood? A 700 credit score. Literally, I mapped every zip code in America by credit score. And I found in an urban city, literally 15 minutes away from that hood are high rises.
Grandpa?
The 700 credit score neighborhoods, 2-parent households. It doesn't matter whether it's black or white, by the way. This works for is race neutral. 2-parent households. You lived to 81 years of age. By the way, you lived at 61 years of age in our neighborhoods. If your credit score is below 600, you live to 61 years of age. Social Security, you don't get Social Security till you're 65.
Don't even live long enough to get now.
Hello. So now it's a 20-year delta, a 20-year life expectancy with a 200 point increase in credit score, which means you live 5 years for every 50-point increase of your credit score. 15 minutes away from the hood, and the hood is the wealthiest asset in America. An inner city in France is called Paris. An inner city in London in the UK is called London. An inner city in Turkey is called Istanbul. I can do this all day and all night. I love this. There's no rocket science in this. It's just that we've been looking for love in all the wrong places. What did Malcolm X say? We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked. We've been fooled. We've been hoodwinked. We've been run amok.
Led astray.
So I believe we are brilliant. That's what I believe, with the wrong business plan.
So what do you say to, because I'm listening. What do you say to?
By the way, anything I say that doesn't make any sense or just please challenge me in real time.
Mo Diff, what do you say to the average person that like, I hear you, Sean. Break it, square one. What should I do to start building wealth generational? Because all I heard was, first of all, the trauma, we just keep reliving trauma. It's a lot of stuff that we don't know when it comes to the credit and how it can work in our favor.
Yes, sir.
We've been taught to stay away from credit. We've been taught to fuck your name up. I'm a curse for you. We've been taught to go in there with the fake check and all that. Like, bro, you don't
use
need that.
your 6-year-old kid's Social Security number, mess up their credit to get the lease that you're gonna default on.
And we've been taught to, we've not been taught to, you don't know how hard it is to get yourself out of it.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? What do you tell to the young average person? Be like, hold up, wait, young brother, before you go mess your name up because your credit score. First of all, you already got bad credit because you ain't got nothing on your credit.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't running your credit.
Right.
What do you tell him to build it, just to go in there with that game plan. He be like, you know what? I could go in here with a 750 credit score and come out with that $300,000 loan that they just gave me, and I don't even know how I just did that.
Mm-hmm. So you almost said it for me. I can't control how somebody feels about you.
Right.
You can't control it either. I can't control who's in the White House, but we spend the current politics is basically you're experiencing the biggest reality TV show in the history of the world. And to quote my brother Charlemagne, we're all extras. And how many people get up every day and spend a third of their day wasting your time obsessing about somebody else's game, arguing, screaming at the TV set or screaming at your phone, talking mess about. Poor people talk about other people. Wealthy people talk about their ideas. Need to say that again?
Say it again, because somebody probably walked to the bathroom.
Poor people, surviving mindset, talk about other people. Wealthy people, thriving mindset, building mindset, talk about their ideas. What's a patent?
Just said that outside.
What is a patent? It's a monetized idea. I mentioned that earlier. You cannot create in noise. Even, you got this beautiful studio, but when you guys are doing your magic, like right now, you can hear a pin drop. It's no different than anything else. Quiet the noise. First thing you gotta quiet is inside of yourself. So here's one for everybody. Slavery did a job on us. There's a difference between Black Americans, Black Caribbeans, and Black Africans, even though we all come from Africa, all of us. In fact, all of mankind comes from Africa. That's a different conversation. The difference is slavery lasted longer under a brutal commercial enterprise here. It destroyed our self-esteem. What's my point? If I don't like me, I'm not gonna like you.
That's the violence.
If I don't feel good about me, I'm not gonna feel good about you. Real talk. If I don't respect me, don't expect me to respect you. If I don't love me, I don't have a clue how to love you. Here's a big one. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
Right.
Because whatever goes around, comes around. So now you take that self-esteem. So now I've got high confidence because I was born and raised in the biggest economy in the world, the United States of America. So I've got high confidence because I'm competent. What did I say? When the rules are published and the playing field is level, we kill it. So we've gone from slavery, Jim Crow, sharecropping, all that indignity, and somehow we've risen against all odds. And look what you've built here. From people literally pushing against you, still you rise. So if we say Black people have mastered creativity, culture, and cool. Mainstream folks have mastered capitalism, commerce, and economic community. 6,000 years. So we say something's cool, it's cool in Tibet. If we say it's cool in North Korea. If we say it's dud in Russia. But we've rocked the mic, we don't own it. We play on the stage, but we don't own Live Nation or whatever the situation is. So we've been rearranging the deck chairs and the type, going back to the original. So our mind is messed up because our self-esteem is messed up. Do you know that 76% of all luxury goods are bought by poor people?
Say that again.
By the way, that's a Rolex. By the way, this is my get out of, if everything goes south, that's $25,000, right? So it's a nice watch, but it's an investment, right? But, so I like nice things, right? I like Louis Vuitton or, Tume or whatever the thing is, right? But that's my third budget. That's my flossing budget. There's a living budget, an investment budget, and a do as I like budget, right? So I'm not telling people not to go and get nice things. I'm saying 76% of all luxury goods in the world are bought by poor and struggling people. That's target marketing. So when you see the line around the corner at Louis Vuitton, look who's in the line.
Nashville, Tennessee.
October who?
October 12th.
Goddamn.
Bridgestone Arena.
Where we going?
We coming to Nashville.
Pull up.
We coming to the Ville.
Yes, sir.
You best believe it's real. We coming to the Ville.
What?
Get your tickets.
Stop
You
playing,
go to the
man.
website and buy you some tickets.
And then what?
You'll have some tickets.
More tickets on more tickets.
And you will be in there October 12th.
Hurry up before they sell out.
However many people you want to bring with you,
Uh-huh.
if you buy a ticket for them,
Uh-huh.
they got tickets.
They got tickets.
You did. October 12th.
We just solving all the problems. What?
October 12th.
Come on, man.
Even if you buy the tickets with your card,
What?
and then dispute the charges,
No, don't
they should
do
bump
that.
the tickets.
Fuck no, don't.
That's
dispute
between them
shit.
and they bank.
October
Shit, do
12th.
All right, say no more.
Nashville, Tennessee.
You know how they get down in Nashville.
Come on, man.
October 12th.
Where we going?
Nashville, Tennessee.
You heard.
This is for the people that was in the school, but the school wouldn't let them people be who the fuck they was.
Come on, man.
You understand?
Come on, man.
Now, they probably had some more shit. Now we run the school, you understand?
Oh, we run the school.
And now we schooling people with the shit we learned and that we know and how it go. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're rapping.
Come on, man.
Now you sound like Jesse Jackson Jr.
Jesse Jackson Jr.? I don't know Jesse Jackson Jr., but Jesse Jackson Jr. should have did something with Triple J. He should have
Triple
wrestled
J?
or something.
Jesse
Coming to the
Jackson.
ring, Jesse Jackson Jr.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Hey, what's up? It's your man Karlous Miller. Look, what you doing October 23rd? You want to kick it? You want to have a show? I want to have a show. I think I'm going to do a show. October 23rd, catch me live at Center Stage. Yeah, that's right. Center Stage in Atlanta, Georgia. Me, Karlous Miller. Who I'm bringing? I don't know who I might bring. I got a lot of friends that do comedy. It might just be me. It might be me and the homies. It might be the homies and me. It might be us. It might be, you never know what might happen. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you get those tickets, and I'll see you October 23rd at Center Stage. Yeah, you talking about?
It's us. I'm not telling you not to go to Louis Vuitton, sir. I'm just telling you, it's literally right in front of you. We're looking for love in all the wrong places. We have got to realign our priorities, and the problem is self-esteem. We have high confidence because we're competent, but we have low self-esteem because we never healed from all this trauma. And a lot of us distract ourselves with the INGs. Shopping, drugging, drinking, traveling, texting, sexting, whatever it is, not dealing, because we're not doing the one ING that matters, healing. So let's go back to the relationships. So if I'm jacked up, if my self-esteem's messed up, and I'm medicating that with shit, stuff, shopping, distraction, but my self-esteem's tore up, a successful person with an insecure successful person, an insecure person with money just becomes a wealthy, insecure person. You follow me? Right? So now I'm forced to have a toxic relationship. There's no choice. So now I'm transactional. And I'm simple. And I'm gonna get exactly what I deserve. So if I'm low frequency, I'm gonna attract low frequency. So that's why all the relationships are toe up. That's why we spend all our time arguing in drama. A giver and a giver is exotic. A giver and a taker is neurotic. A taker and a taker is psychotic. These two here lead to brokenness. 70% of all those who win the lottery, broke in 5 years. 70% of all professional athletes, broke and bankrupt in 5 years. 70% of those in professional sports, divorced 5 years after retirement. Don't trust me, look it up for yourself. These numbers are so overwhelming, you can't subscribe it or ascribe it to luck, fate, a coincidence. These are overwhelming numbers. So what I say to people is, people say, well, why should I try God? Because God cannot possibly mismanage or screw up your life worse than you have. Well, why should I be positive? I can't guarantee you that being positive is going to make you a success, but I absolutely guarantee you that being negative is going to make you fail. Maybe you should just shut the fudge up for a moment and listen. Because your business plan ain't worked very well, has it? I love my people enough to tell you the truth. Our shit's not working. This business plan of ours, for the longest time, it was love or hate. People didn't like it, and I let you know. Jim Crow, slavery, civil rights movement. I mean, they killed Dr. King for trying to take down a whites-only sign. People enough, this is what I've been saying for 30 years. We're going to get to a point, folks don't even care enough about you to hate you. It's not love or hate anymore. It's radical indifference. Think about this now. Gated communities, private roads, private transportation, private security, private communities,
Private equity.
private neighborhoods,
Yeah.
private lives. They're like, do as you like. Tear your stuff up if you want to. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I made mine. They out. Artificial intelligence is going to do nothing but wrap that up. In 5 years, your whole world's going to change. By 2030, you won't recognize the world as we see it. But God still sits on the throne.
Talk your talk.
Darkness is defined by light, not the other way around. Badness has failed goodness. God has a sense of humor. 70% of this economy is consumer spending. 70. I love that number, 70. Brown folks are 40% of America today. In 10 years, we'll be a majority of minorities. There's not enough college-educated, successful white men to drive this economy for the next 20 years. We're always speaking Chinese in 30 years if we don't change. We need, for the first time in history, they need us to have this conversation to become capitalists. It's never happened before. Demographically, we have got to win. It's never happened before. In 1952, America was 90% white. 1952. Not the South, the whole country. So what Andrew Young, Dr. King, Coretta Scott King, what they did was nothing less than genius. It was moral genius for 8% of this country to flip the consciousness of the whole country. Today, I'm telling you, we have a majority, we're on the precipice of the majority of minorities in America. Women in 1972 couldn't get a bank account. Not black women, white women. White, blonde hair, blue-eyed women in 1972 could not get a bank account. Couldn't get a loan unless her husband co-signed it. Because of black people and affirmative action, Kennedy, Johnson, King. I call King an honorary president. He's so bad. He was such a bad brother. These three, my hero Andrew Young working with him, these three so pioneered this. The country reacted to that when they killed Kennedy and they killed King. The reaction to that was Nixon. The reaction to this was this. By the way, what's happening now? Obama triggered
Trump.
You had 2000, and I call this a third Reconstruction, by the way. We're in the third Reconstruction right now. 2 years into any Reconstruction, pushback. Civil War, Lincoln gets killed. Within 2 years, they're trying to undo what was done. 2 years after Dr. King's greatest successes, they kill him, and Nixon shows up, they do affirmative action, they give it to white women. White women got affirmative action because of us. Now, I'm glad somebody got it. But my point is, women could not participate in the economy in 1972. Hold on. They got affirmative action, they got participation in 1972. Today, women are a third of the U.S. economy, brother. $7 trillion a year. All women, black, women, Latino, Asians, everybody. Without that, we'd be an also-ran country today. We'd be a third-rate nation if women had not stepped into the economy, a $30 trillion economy, 8 trillion of that were women, we'd be toast. This is exactly where we are with minorities and diversity for the next 5 years. My rich friends think my poor friends do better if only to stay rich. Am I going too fast?
No, hell no.
That was the gym
You
right there.
smoking this though.
You can
my
take
rich friends need my poor friends.
To do better in order to stay rich.
In order to stay rich.
Even the racist should want a black person to succeed. Because when the economy increases, all boats
go up.
Rise. So I don't care whether somebody likes me or not. I'd rather you respect me and learn to like me than like me and never respect me. It's okay if you don't like me, I like me. Not one ounce of my self-esteem is defined by your acceptance of me. That's a Quincy Jones quote. That's self-esteem. It's not about raising your voice. When you got the power, you don't need to use it.
Man, his bag, boy.
Hey, that boy,
Hey, when you got the
that was
power,
smoking.
you don't need to use it.
You understand? Get in the car. We going to the strip club, nigga.
Right back to making bad financial moves.
If you see me at the strip club, know I own it.
For sure.
And all I'm showing up for is to get the cash at the end of the night.
It's there.
A friend of mine, I can't name him because you know who he is. Friend of mine, billionaire, when he was 100 millionaire, it's called a centimillionaire. When he was a centimillionaire, he owned strip clubs.
I didn't even know they got more words for niggas. I thought he was a millionaire. He like, I'm a centipede.
Centimillionaire. 100 million.
Right.
Centimillion.
Center.
Billion. Okay. You'll see a trillionaire in our lifetime, by the way. But anyway.
I thought we had one.
No. You have $1 trillion companies.
Okay.
Apple, but Amazon. But you'll see a centimillionaire with AI in our lifetime. Anyway, backing up for a minute. So this guy, who I won't name his name, who's a billionaire now, was at this time, at this conversation, he was a centimillionaire. He's worth $100 million. At that point, he owned strip clubs. Please hear me. He never went there. He owned them, wouldn't let his kids go there. Nobody in his family could go to the strip club. Think about that. He loved us going there. But he didn't want that toxicity. He didn't want that energy.
He didn't want to be around it.
Around his kids.
Family.
I just need us to understand, capitalism is a gladiator sport. It's not personal. Business is not personal. We take everything personal. We get emotional about every damn thing. And we get racked up in arguments and debates about somebody else's business and not taking care of our own. Wasting the only asset you've got is your time.
And speaking on time, right?
Fix the blanket, bro.
Because I don't know why this shit keep, even the cover trying to listen to what he's got to say. And what'd he say?
Okay.
Trying to be a better cover.
Yeah, you're funny.
So
man.
look, right? I remember you said you took, what, $40 to start making $300 a week.
A $40 investment from my mother, Juanita Smith.
Right.
Who, by the way, died 2 years ago at 89 years of age, working an hourly job for 32 years. She died a millionaire with a credit score of 854. An hourly job. Going back to your point about what do you tell people who are watching this, who think basically, I can't relate to him? How could, I own 700 homes, I'm gonna own 7,000 at some point. I own 700, but my mother owned 7. She owned 7. And my grandmother owned a shotgun shack in East St. Louis. And there was a time I owned one. It was a townhome, 7122 La Tijera. It's interesting, when you own a home, you remember the address. 7122 La Tijera at La Tijera in the 405 freeway in Los Angeles, the north side of the street. That townhouse of 1,500 square feet, I bought for $220,000. Went down in the crisis of 2008 to $160,000. My broke ass friends told me to sell it. I considered the source. I think I'm good. I have to live someplace. Stayed there. Moved to Atlanta in 2009. Rented it out to a police officer, LAPD officer who didn't pay rent on time, by the way. Rented it out to him, a brother. Would have to call him and badger him every month to pay rent. I forgot about the condo. Now, what did I tell you? I bought it for $220. It went down to
$160.
Okay. My friends told me, sell it.
But you said I need somewhere to stay.
Hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. So I love you, but I'm not listening to you. Because consider the source. You broke. You don't know a thing about investments. So
Yeah, that's
We're
Grand.
going to Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie,
That's
Texas.
Dallas. That's Dallas.
That's outside of Dallas.
That's outside of Dallas, but
Yep.
Dallas is, we going, you know what I'm saying?
Grand Prairie get
Yeah.
busy, boy.
Yeah.
Fort Worth coming too.
Fort Worth
Yup, they
coming.
coming out.
Dallas coming.
They coming.
You dig?
Yeah,
we
they
in
is.
there. Dallas.
No cap.
The D, Paul.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
November
Get your
1st.
tickets.
That's November 1st.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing a
11-1.
whole lot of that.
You might need a jacket. It'll be chilly by then. Be a little chilly.
11-1.
Be a little chilly.
Hey. 11-1.
What is you doing? That ain't scaring nobody.
No, that's what they be doing. The dance. I can't do it, but
Oh, you
know,
want to bend? I'm sorry, my blood, my money is right.
I told your head would be
Okay,
heavy.
all right, fuck it. We got it.
Get your tickets November 1st.
You heard what he said.
Hey, what's up, it's your man Karlous Miller?
Chico Bean.
Hey, man, it's your boy DC on Flizzy, you dig?
And we are the 85 South Show.
Look, man, we've been reading the comments. We heard what you said.
A lot of people, they can't watch us. And we wanted to make sure that you know if you can't watch us, we want to tell you exactly where you can go to listen to.
Hey, man, and where you can go is all the platforms you did. I'm talking about the exclusive 85 audio shows, man, on Apple, Spotify. You did iHeart. Stop playing, man. We stomping on all grounds, you did.
What?
Pay attention.
Go listen.
Listen. If you was listening, then you know exactly what you're supposed to do.
In the movie, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna go
Explosion, right? That's when I say y'all in the helicopter.
You got a helicopter?
I'm getting one.
Why would the hell we go through all that?
I'm just saying it's an action movie.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, then you jump out and then you land in the helicopter. Cut.
That's enough.
Eagles don't fly in packs. You never seen a flock of eagles. Buzzers love packs. Buzzers always step up on your head and elevate themselves. Always play hating, never play congratulating. Always got something negative to say about somebody. Can't take care of their own business, but they want to have an opinion about yours. And turkeys got wings and can't even fly. All they do is profile. Trying to be something they are not. So I realized I had to be my own counselor. So I moved to Atlanta, kept the condo, the townhouse now. I needed to buy a property. I found a property in Atlanta. It was $700,000. I didn't have $700,000 at that time. I called back to LA and I said, look, what can I sell this townhouse for? This was now 2016. He said, well, I can probably get $750 for you. I said, excuse me? Can you play that back? He said, I can probably sell it for $750. $1,000? The same townhouse that I bought for $220 went down to $160. You can now sell that for $750? When? I can probably get it sold in a month. Cash? Oh, cash. He sold it. I understood now financial literacy, tax law, 1031 tax-free exchange. You get to keep that in an account for a year, no taxation as long as you reinvest it. I reinvested that in the property in Atlanta, which is now worth several $1 million. I'm no genius.
I was just about to ask you about the capital gains.
And by the way, you pay zero. I got zero capital gains basis. I pay zero taxes.
Take it out. You can just reinvest.
By the way, now you get a home equity line of credit. If you want to take some money out, this again, good debt. This is the brilliance of finance. You only get taxed when you take it out. But if you're making, this is why wealthy people don't like incomes. If you're making money, you're cashing a check. That's taxable wages. That's 39% or whatever that. It's close to 40, 37, 39%. That's the highest tax rate you can imagine.
Right.
Capital gains. I have an investment. I sold it.
Kept it in the bank account.
That's 20%. So every successful person's goal is to stop making money. So when Warren Buffett said his secretary paid more taxes than he did, of course he's right. He doesn't pay payroll taxes. He doesn't get a check. Did you just get that?
Yes.
But we can all, the politicians then start playing this game. The rich people don't pay any money, and how could they not pay tax? No. 70% of all income tax to the Treasury Department are wealthy people like me through other forms of taxes, which includes capital gains tax. Now, I'm trying to only pay 20%. Occasionally when I sell something. If I cannot pay a tax legitimately, why would you want to? So you've already said it, you have this asset, it's increased in value, you get a home equity line of credit or some other line of credit, you pull the money out through a home equity line, which you do not pay taxes on debt.
It's a loan.
You write debt off and get a tax break. I hope you got that.
So now you never pay the taxes on the $750 and you don't pay the taxes on the equity loan that you pulled out.
Well, I'm not telling you my business.
Right.
But you could be correct.
Right.
So,
around and about.
I heard what you said.
So if you're a wealthy person is trying to get out of this cash flow, making a living, cashing a check, paying payroll taxes. They're trying to get out of that. One of my billionaire friends cursed me out because I brought him a business deal. He said, I'm not trying to make any more money. Get that out of my face.
You don't get taxed on debt.
You don't get taxed on debt, no. You write it off, actually, if it's for business purposes. Man, this is all kind of game. What did Jay-Z say on his 444 album? I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game, but $9.99. This is $9.99. This is what they don't teach you.
So what you tell the person that paid his house off already? Refinance?
You know, I'm glad you said it, I didn't. If you paid the house out already, it depends where you are in your life. If you're 70 years old,
right,
and you want to chill,
right,
and you've got the quality of life that you need,
right,
don't do a thing.
Just chill.
Make sure you pay those property taxes.
Right.
A friend of mine at the airport told me that her girlfriend bought 7 homes on a property tax default in Detroit for nothing, got the homes because they had defaulted on property taxes, paid the property taxes, got the homes, gave one to her mother, and said, "Mommy, this home's yours," but didn't teach her financial literacy. Said, "Mom, just pay the property taxes."
I was going to ask you about the life insurance.
She lost the house.
She lost the house because she didn't pay the property tax.
She didn't pay the property taxes. Now the house is gone and their relationship is destroyed.
Yeah.
Because now she's trying to figure out, how do I forgive my mother for this unforgivable thing she just did? How could you not pay the property taxes? So, for the lack of financial literacy is like what the right to vote was 60 years ago. A 700 credit score is as good as a 4-year education. And I think you should get a 4-year education if you can. Or at least an AI education certificate. But I'm just saying, these things we're talking about here, and there's so many directions based on, with the different doors you're opening, we could go. This could be a whole series, you know what I'm saying?
I told your assistant you got to come back 10 times.
It's motherfuckers writing this down.
I am.
I'm writing it down. I'm jotting down.
All I'm doing is I've got no notes. I'm just answering. I'm just going where you're taking me.
Somebody bring me that whiteboard, man. I want to ask about the insurance.
Or a blackboard.
Well, we got it. Yeah.
A blackboard.
Got to keep.
Do you know the only color? You know the color that contains every color is black? The only color that contains every color is black. Do you know the racial word white was made up? We don't have time for this conversation.
Oh, shit. Don't worry about it. You play golf?
No, it takes too much time.
Yeah.
See? I want to know about the insurance game.
Everybody should have an insurance. Come to the racetrack.
Right.
Come to the racetrack.
I'm going to go to the racetrack.
I'm gonna put you in the passenger seat.
Say no more. That's a fast car, man.
I'm going to scare the shit out of you.
Say no more. Let
I
ride.
don't know if you can afford to lose 8 pounds, though.
Yeah, let ride. Yeah, be skinny here.
But I'd love to have you come out and spend a day with me at the racetrack. And that's my compliment, by the way, because that's my happy place. So if I bring you out there, if I'm inviting you out there, it means that you're the absolute opposite of toxic.
Yeah.
Appreciate
that's
giver.
There you go.
We're trying to stay on the giver level.
Hell yeah.
All right, so life insurance.
Right.
Here's how everybody watching this can be a millionaire in 5 years. You work an hourly job somewhere. You got too much month at the end of your money. You just
Hold on before you start. Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah.
He said 5 years. John Hope Bryant.
Everybody listening to this, you can be a millionaire in 5 years. I don't care where you're working, I don't care what you're doing. Here's the easiest way to do it. You start at age 25, you just got married or whatever. You open up a stock account. I'm not talking no crazy crypto. I'm not talking no risky stuff. I'm talking about safe. You want boring stuff.
ETFs?
You want you want blue chip stocks. You want stuff you go, by the way, it makes it easy. The stuff you go shopping for yourself. You go to Walmart, you go to McDonald's, you like Nikes, you like
Exxon.
You like whatever it is whatever you vibing.
Right.
If you like it, probably other people like it. And you use Amazon, whatever. Buy that stock. Right? You can buy fractional shares, by the way. Buy those stocks, $200 a month. Do not sell. $200 a month, do nothing else. In 40 years, you're worth $1.1 million. Do nothing else. $200 a month. The money we waste on Starbucks, on cigarettes, on one night out at a restaurant. $200 a month, do nothing else. You'll be worth $1.1 million. That's not my 5-year plan. But that's your backup plan. So I want you to open a stock account. I want you to get a life insurance policy. If you're 25 years old, you can get a $100,000 life insurance policy for $3 because you're in great health. You can get a $1 million policy for $20 a month. $1 million policy. Now, I'm not sure how long you're going to live, but I damn sure know you're going to die. So what's the mystery? If you have a child, now I want you to have a will. Download it off the internet and say, I want this money from my life insurance policy to go to this person. You know, Prince is upset. Aretha Franklin's upset. Because they thought I'm not going to die right now. They died without a will. And folks who didn't, I'm sure the folks who got the money is not who they intended to get the money. I need you to get a will. I need you to get a life insurance policy because within that, you're going to create generational wealth. That one act, I haven't got to the 5 years and $1 million yet. That's going to create generational wealth for whoever you direct. Mm-hmm. So between 100,000 and $1 million, you can do a term life insurance policy if you can't do a whole life. So now you got a will, you have a life insurance policy, you have a stock account. You make money during the day, I said. You build wealth in your sleep. Right. So now you got to live somewhere. I don't want you going to rent something uptown with folks that don't like you, with money you don't have, to impress somebody you don't know about stuff that don't matter. Mm-hmm. Knock it off. Stop it. Buy hood adjacent. If you're in Atlanta watching this, I'm talking about from Midtown, where the Ritz-Carlton is and my office is, the 191 building, south to the airport. It's a gold mine. Anything's close to transportation, jobs, economic activity, vitality, and proximity is a gold mine. Buy it, buy the worst house on the best block. Hood adjacent.
Buy the worst house
on the best block. No mini mansions, no flossing, no living above your means. Huh?
You get no spreads.
No spreads. Buy hood adjacent, buy it, rehab it,
live there.
And live in it. 3 years, pull equity out through a line of credit. And they call it what? Home equity line of credit, HELOC. Pull money out, buy the next house 3 blocks away. Mm-hmm. Buy it, rehab it, not with Pookie and them, not with your cousin. They're going to mess up all your money.
Pull the permits.
By the way, the difference between a hustler and a business person is paperwork.
Right.
Please remember that.
Write that one down.
So take the equity out the new house.
Equity out of the new house, moderately, conservatively. Mm-hmm. Nothing is going to cause you to default if things go south.
Because you still got the other loan to pay off.
There you go. Take the equity out. Get a limited liability, an LLC, limited liability corporation, LLC, do it a one-pager, $20. Mm-hmm. And figure out who your partners are in that, if you need partners, document it because folks get amnesia when shit goes south of the border.
And the money shows up.
When either money shows up or the money leaves, people get amnesia. All right? So you need to rationalize and tell rational lies. Like people start, history becomes his story. Like you need it written down and non-emotional. Then I need you to get qualified vendors. Again, no Pookie and them, no cousins. People who are qualified vendors with references.
Licensed and bonded.
Licensed and bonded.
Fix your mic.
All right. So, and I want you to hire from our community, plumbers, electricians, lighting, roofing, right? And I want them to rehab that on budget.
You said what?
November 2nd,
We're going to
Houston.
Toyota
Center.
We done
What?
came down. 85 South, about
Going.
to bring it back around.
Yeah.
So
And
go
you
and
know
get
we
your
wicked.
ticket.
Yeah.
Go and get your ticket.
Yeah.
If
Go
you
and get your ticket.
If you don't, then you missed it.
That's November
DC
2nd.
Young Fly.
Yeah.
Carlos Miller.
Yeah.
Chico Bean.
Yeah.
Motherfucking
Toyota
State
Cylinder.
Killer.
Yeah.
That's right. Get your tickets.
Get the tickets, nigga. Lean. No.
But I'm saying, if you got some drink, bring us some drink, but don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November 2nd. H-Town.
Yeah, keep it on the low.
Yo, Raleigh, North Carolina, I will be there October the 12th at Good Nights Comedy Club. Look, y'all know I've been there 2-3 times. Y'all already know how it goes. Yes, I'm doing my 600-pound life. Do not even ask me in the comments. Just get your ass online. Get the tickets at 85southshow.com or goodnights.com. They on both of them. October 12th, Good Nights, Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there.
Or below budget. Right. Then you rent that out.
And you do it 10, 15
No,
times.
You do it 700 times.
No. You do nothing but what I just said in Atlanta twice, 3 times max, and in 5 years you'll be worth $1 million. You do that, because a home is going to be $250. Right. You're gonna buy it for $100.
Right.
You're gonna put $50 into it. It's gonna be worth $250. It's gonna go up to $400. Right? You're gonna do that 3 times. The equity, net of the debt, plus the other things you got going on, is $1 million net worth, plus your life insurance proceeds. You're a millionaire. And you're working an hourly job. And you just keep rinsing and repeating. It's compounding. You make money during the day, you build wealth in your
sleep.
Stocks, bonds, home ownership, business, real estate.
But wait, you just told them to do it 2-3 times though.
I've done it 700 times.
But that's what we're trying to get to.
No. It's too much. No. By the way,
too much. It's a tall order.
No. You said to me, what does the average person do?
Understood.
Okay? I'm telling you what anybody can do. I'm telling you what my mother did.
Mm-hmm.
My mother did it 7 times. But you can just first of all, just buy a house. Let's just get, 44% of us own a home. We sitting here having a debate about whether I should own a home. The stuff's going up, why are you debating?
Right.
There's 3 things that have never gone south, gone bad in American history. Real estate values, stock market values, GDP of this country. Now, somebody watching will say, I got him. Real estate went down, real estate exploded. It was a recession. Yes, real estate goes up, stock goes up. There's a recession, that means it recedes.
Got to have a pullback.
And then it corrects above the line.
Yes, it does.
Every time.
That's what the stocks do.
What do? We sell on the loss. The stuff goes down, we financially illiterate, I'm out of here.
But that's when you're supposed to buy.
But what did my broke friends tell me in LA? Sell. That's why they broke. Consider the source of the knowledge you're getting. Here's what I learned. We spend a lot of time trying to impress somebody we don't want to be like. Let that digest. We spend a lot of time trying to impress the 3 square block celebrity. There's 8 billion people in the world.
Ooh, boy, call that boy a 3 square block celebrity. You ain't see a roasted nigga, but he only capable of going 3 streets. Ugly ass nigga.
Nobody knows them 6 streets away. Nobody cares. Nobody knows them in the next city. But we obsessing about this little knucklehead. Wearing fake chains and his pants down to his ass and got gold teeth in his mouth and tattoos on the side of his head. Look, I was giving a speech once And I love going to the roughest school. You take me to the roughest school, the roughest neighborhood, and I said, get everybody in the auditorium. So I went in the auditorium. I've never said this stuff before, but I'm telling you. I went in the auditorium, everybody loud. I told you, poor neighborhoods, we're right, screaming, hollering. I walked into the center. The principal was with me. I said, please stay here. Don't go with me. I had a suit on. I walked into the center of the auditorium, and I stood there for 3 minutes. Didn't say a word. Now, you guys are smart people. What happened?
They started looking at your ass crazy.
No. What happened? Did it get louder or did it get quiet?
Oh, it got quiet.
You could hear a pin drop. People like, what's up with this? He's serious. If I'm serious, they're serious. If I'm playing around, they playing around. If I have low standards, they got low standards. If I have high standards, so I walked out and I stood in the middle of the room and looked at my watch. The second time I looked at my watch, dead quiet. I said, good job. You've now just debunked the myth that you're stupid, that you're lazy, that you're shiftless, that you're unintelligent. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know why I'm here. So now I'm gonna give you a gift. Please pay attention. And I found the brother in that auditorium who was the ringleader for the whole situation, the 3 square block celebrity, was sitting on the front row with his white beater on, his pants down his ass, like this, with his sunglasses on in the auditorium. I went over to him. Yo, man, how you doing? What's up, man? What's your name? Tommy, man. What's up? What's up? Let me ask you a question. In this example, you're the father. You've grown up, you have a daughter. You love your daughter in this example? Oh, yeah, man. If I have a daughter, I love my daughter. Okay? You do anything for your daughter? Man, I do anything for my daughter. Will you die for your daughter? Damn right, bro. I die for my daughter. Okay, cool. Calm down. So now you're in your house. You've succeeded. You got your house. Your daughter's in your house. Somebody comes to the front door, knocks on the front door. You open the front door. He's got gold teeth. He's got a tattoo on his neck. He's got sunglasses on at night. He's got a white beater on. He's got his pants down to his ass. He said, yo, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for your daughter. I want to marry your daughter. I said, what do you say to him? He said, man, you get the fudge off my porch. You ain't touching my daughter. You're not getting anywhere close to my daughter. So when he said that, auditorium did like this. I did like this. It was long. And he was like, yo, yeah. So I turned to him and I said, yo, man, let me ask you a question. Great answer. Why is it not good enough for your daughter, but it's good enough for you? Turned his whole life around. We have got to wake up. We are geniuses. We've been doing so much with so little for so long. We can almost do anything with nothing. But the game we've mastered needs a software upgrade. The phone you have in your pocket, is it an iPhone? 16 Pro?
No, sir. I kept the old one.
Which one?
7.
Oh, you're a 7? Oh, you're a real capitalist. You keep getting software upgrades though, right?
Once I did it one time and I know that it's gonna mess my phone up, I stopped.
Okay. So I've got a 16 Pro. I'm a techie, I loved it. I just got this phone, I think, Zing let me keep my phone. So I'm not gonna turn it on as I want to buzz, but if the phone was on, I'd go to general, I'd go into summary, and I go to software. It shows 18.9. Now the phone just came out last year.
Right.
As soon as this phone came out, I got a notification. There's a software upgrade. There is no perfect. Don't let the perfect become the death of the good. But even the leading company in the world for phones recognizes when they made their product, it was imperfect. They needed to keep improving it in order to stay on point. You want to be Netflix, not Blockbuster. You want to be Amazon or Walmart, not Kmart or Sears. You got to keep upgrading that software. We're not upgrading our software fast enough. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm the plumber. I think we're brilliant.
I gotta ask you this, because I was on your Instagram and I saw you respond to a video of a rapper when he had the revelation that buying designer shit was a setup for him.
I thought you were talking about something else. Okay, go ahead.
The rapper, where you said assets not on your asses.
Your asset cannot just be on your ass.
There you go.
So what's your question?
Is that you like here you got it so quiet in here, everybody's listening. Just the way that you able to connect the things that you know with the people that you see.
So I love my people, man. I think people can feel that I love my people. And
you're the only person in the financial space though that I've heard as a black person who didn't make the shit sound like it was hopeless. Or made it seem like it was so out of reach that it's unattainable.
Sometimes people make things complicated so that you don't attempt it. I want everybody to win. Why would I want to make it complicated? I mean, why would I want to make this as simple as possible? Is that old Southern saying, put it where the goats can get it. I want to get this thing down to a point where everybody can see the ladder stuck in the ground. And then start going up that ladder. Because all of our GDP, all of our success depends on this country. You've never had a superpower that wasn't the economic power at the same time in the history of the world. I'll repeat that. You never had a superpower. Now I go from the streets to the suites. I'm about to go from the hood to the Capitol. From civil rights to civil rights. There's never been a superpower that wasn't the economic power at the same time. Think Caesar and Rome. Think France. Think Germany when it was balling. America today. So in order to be the superpower, you have to be the economic power. What's driving the economy? Consumer spending. 70% of the economy in the US, in the UK, any developed economy is consumer spending. Up until now, it's not look like us.
What are some of the gauges that you look at in everyday life that kind of let you know what moves to make?
America's not a country, she's an idea. So it's sentiment, vibe. What's going public in Wall Street? It's storytelling. That's what we're brilliant at. It's a narrative. Taking a company public is telling a story. It's a narrative that ends up with somebody wanting to buy. You're good, brother. Right? So what are you doing in the music business? You're storytelling. What are you doing with this podcast? You're storytelling. What are black people genius at? Storytelling. We just don't understand capital. Okay? Artificial intelligence. 99% of white folks, 99% of black people don't know a thing about AI. 99% of black people and white people also don't know a thing about AI. This is a Van Jones quote. This is going to change our entire life by 2030, not 2050. Within 5 years. I'm happy to come back and talk just about that, by the way. But your job, our cousin's job, our loved one's jobs, they're not going to be taken out by AI. It's going to be taken out by somebody who knows how to use AI. We are most at risk in this situation. Again, I'm nosy. I'm always paying attention. We are at risk because in the spaces where we own the creativity, we didn't own the capital. So the music business changed and we couldn't change with it. So the contracts, the great signing bonuses, the great publishing deals, that's out. Now you're making money on touring and merchandising and whatever, right? And that's only as good as your ability to keep, again, transacting. Now,
Yeah.
So, as Quincy Jones said, if you think you're in the music business and you don't own music rights, publishing rights, or licensing rights, you're not in the music business, you're a temporary performer. So now looking back to AI. So initially, AI is going to devastate our communities because 40% of us are in, high school educated, level customer service stuff. You go to CVS or Walgreens, whatever, convenience store. You go to a fast food restaurant. It's always somebody with an attitude. What you want? My food. That person's gone. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you went to the grocery store. It was 12. Tell me if I'm wrong. 12 tellers, 1 self-checkout test. Mm-hmm. You go to CVS, Walgreens today, department grocery store, 1 teller, 10 self-checkouts with 1 person doing oversight, making sure you don't steal, right? You go to the convenience, you go to a fast food restaurant at the airport, used to be 12 people, then 9 people, then 5 people. Now you're punching in your own order and there's 2 people behind with robotics. Mm-hmm. Have I told a lie yet?
No.
Those jobs are gone. You're gonna have 300 million virtual humanoid AI robots by 2030, which means they're gonna call you on the phone or you'll call them and you won't be able to tell that that's not him on the phone by 2030. By 2050, in our lifetime, you're gonna have 300 million humanoid AI robots, which means walking amongst us.
Why?
Why?
Right.
I mean, look, we don't have time for this. It's just
you don't want to create a human robot.
No. It's change. It's evolution. It's technology. It's capitalism.
Right.
Why slavery? I mean, we don't have time for why. I can tell you what. I can tell you how. Ask God why. I mean, I'm just telling you, we cannot sit around and debate this. This is happening right now. My point of this is the same creativity I mentioned to you can't be replaced by AI.
What?
In what you do, the creativity, the innovation, the leadership, all the stickiness, the unique textures that are Black America. You combine that with the power of technology and AI. Boom. You can create a whole new level of wealth. Let me tell you how to create wealth for us without the government. We spend all our time. I've said this before. I think I said it on Cam Newton's show. It actually went viral. He asked me about DE&I. This was, I don't know, earlier this year. I don't care about DE&I. We're 5th on the list. Black people are 5th on the list. It's white women and military and vet. I mean, why are we arguing about it? Because they want you to argue. They want you distracted.
The rage.
They want you wasting your time. They want you to be the poster child because Black people trigger folks. And then they can raise money and do all kind of stuff politically on that. Ignore the noise. I don't care about D&I. Kill it. I don't care about that because what you cannot kill is the power of diversity. I've already talked to you about the numbers. That's just I like math. It doesn't have an opinion. Again, my rich friends need my poor friends do better if only to stay
rich.
It's never happened in the history of the world. So here's how I wrote a business plan for Black America. You can go to Dream Forward, John Hope Bryant, download it. It's free. I've already written it. But here's what it says. I'm gonna make this real quick. If Black people do nothing but raise a credit score 100 points, in 10 years it's worth $750 billion. Now, back up. Let's assume we go begging for reparations. It's worth $21 trillion of lost wages, $44 trillion if you talk about lost opportunity. This country only has $30 trillion a year in annual GDP. We're the biggest country in the world, but they can't afford to pay us for reparations. That's never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. But let's just say, well, we can get a discount. Let's say this government had some kind of a spiritual conversion, because they're not giving you anything. This government has basically said, black folks, you are on your own. But let's assume they have some conversion, and they say, okay, we're gonna give you reparations. I've just told you what they owe us, $44 trillion. Maybe we get, I don't know, 300 billion. Maybe on a good day, 600 billion over 10 years. Sounds like a lot of money. Hold that to the side for a moment. Maximum 600 billion, okay? But if you raise your credit score 100 points, 750 billion. And I don't have to ask you for a thing. I go to the computer at midnight with a 700 credit score, and the computer just says yes. It's not asking you your color. It's not asking you your race. It's not asking you your gender. It's not asking you who you voted for. It don't care. The AI, the computer, wants to know, do you pay your dang on bills? And if it's less than $100,000, your request, the computer just says yes. How's that make you feel? Makes me feel just fine. Now, you take the credit score now, and you go buy a house. That's worth $850 billion, separate from the $750 billion. So that's a total of $1.6 trillion. What did I tell you reparations was? $300 to $600 billion. Whole lot of, now you gotta go tap dance and beg the government and hope the Congress and the Senate. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take 10 years. 10 years, best case scenario, reparations. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you, here's your options. Or I can go get my credit straight, and I can go buy a house that's $1.6 trillion. Then I can do AI, that's $1 trillion. We just talked about that. Separate trillion. So now we're at 2.6 trillion. Here's the drop the mic. Am I boring you guys?
Hell no. You even got the rappers over there like, hell yeah.
Here's the drop the mic. Here's what I want everybody, if you don't listen to anything I've said, please listen to this. There's $160 trillion of wealth in America. $50 trillion of that has been created since the year 2000.
50 trillion.
50 trillion in the last 25 years. Out of $160 trillion of wealth. For the first time ever, demographics have changed. You got more people over 65 than under age 18.
Damn.
Those under 18 look like us. All over 65, white, wealthy, trying to go play golf all at the same time. There's gonna be $100 trillion of wealth transfer through inheritance in the next 10 years. So the wives, the husbands, the kids are gonna get the stocks, the bonds, the cash, the houses. They don't want the businesses. Too much work. That's 15, you're a step ahead of me. There's $15 trillion of successful, please listen to this. Successful, cash flowing, real estate having, customer trusted, branded.
With equity.
With equity. There's nothing wrong with them. There's no succession plan. They just need somebody to buy it. I'm joking, but I'm serious. Go meet you a white friend. Go meet you an Asian friend. Go meet you, I don't care what color they, go meet you a black dentist. I don't care. Go meet somebody not broke, please. Every day you drive on the freeway on the street, look up at that office building. Those little windows, that's a dentist's office. Next to a chiropractor, next to an architect, next to a law firm. Those are businesses. You see though, whatever town you're watching this in, you in Columbus, Georgia. Who's the biggest plumber in Columbus, Georgia? You don't need the biggest plumber in Georgia. You don't need the biggest Georgia plumber in the Southeast. You don't need the biggest whatever in the country. No. Who's the biggest electrician in Columbus, Georgia? Who's the biggest dentist in Columbus? And you listen to me? I hope this is the most important thing I can say today. Find in Columbus, Georgia, the dentist or the plumber who's got 3 offices. By the way, it's a multi-million-dollar business. Everybody knows, go to this dentist. You can't AI plumbing. Can't AI electricians, right? Don't hate on plumbers. Don't hate on the trades. They're kicking.
Good skill.
Good. Go make friends with that person who has no friends in their family. Go to lunch, go to dinner, invite them to your house. They invite you to theirs. By the way, we might improve race relations by accident, right?
Right.
Because race is that's a whole nother conversation. Race is literally made up. It's a
social construct.
It's all about power and money and a caste system. But that's a whole nother conversation when I come back.
Come back.
Okay, so
I like that you keep
within
reiterating
18
that you want to come back.
Huh?
I like that you keep reiterating that you want to come back.
Yeah, when you come back, we're gonna have the board and all that shit.
There we go. So 18 months, between 18 months of you hanging out with this dude or lady, they're gonna be like, and you're gonna say, look, do you have any plans for this business? They're like, well, my kids don't want it. My family, they don't want to do this. I'd like to buy it. Can you afford it? Well, how much is it? Well, the broker said that this thing is worth about $5 million. I don't have $5 million. I got hustle, I got a heart, I got a head, I'm willing to work from Kansas City in the morning to Kansas City at night. I've got sweat equity. I'm willing to commit. I'm willing to sign the dotted line. Can you carry back the paper? Seller financing. I'll go to the bank. By the way, please listen to me. If you're trying to do a startup for a taco stand or a startup for a pizza, we love starting a restaurant. You want to do a $25,000 GoFundMe campaign, it's gonna go broke 80% of the time within 3 years. Why do that? By the way, and when you sign on the dotted line, you personally guarantee it. Go buy this $5 million house, this $5 million business I told you about. Go to the bank. They'll finance, the bank or private equity on Wall Street will finance 80 to 90% of that purchase price on what's called non-recourse debt. No personal guarantee. Why? Because they're using you said it, equity and the cash flow of the business.
Right.
That's collateral. And then the seller will take back some of the paper that you can't get, and then he or she will give you 2 years to 5 years to pay him back.
To cover the debt.
And by the way, it's no skin off his nose. If you default, he gets it back anyway. But it's free game for you. This is if there's nothing anybody else heard me say. Buy a home, go buy a successful business. Start a stock account, get a will, get a life insurance policy, a term. By the way, and please, can we stop asking people to do GoFundMe campaigns for somebody who has died? It just drives me out of my nuts, my absolute mind. If you have a health policy,
I'm out my nuts right now.
My nuts are hurting. If you have a health insurance policy, in the details of most every health policy is a death benefit.
Mm-hmm. Cash benefit.
$25,000. Please, can we please stop begging to beg somebody with a GoFundMe? Use a GoFundMe campaign to raise capital for a business or something. Not to bury. Please stop it. There is a go home and read your life insurance policy, your health policy, not your life insurance, your medical policy. If you work for somebody, in most respective policies, there is in the fine print, there's a death benefit. If you die or somebody dies, you get $25,000 to bury them.
Sometimes
this is financial literacy.
Yeah.
That's why I call this. We got to make smart sexy, man. We've been making dumb sexy for way too long. We've dumbed down and celebrated it. We've got to make smart sexy again.
Look, hold up. Before you get out of here, I got to know this part.
Come on.
I'm gonna take you back.
All right.
You think I forgot? I ain't forgot.
No, you don't forget.
When you started that business with $30, $40, and you was making $300 a week.
Yeah. You want that?
I want to know your mental, your game plan.
Okay. Can I break that down?
Yes, sir.
So I told you about, what got me there.
Right.
Saw the murders, whatever. I told you I was in the classroom. And one of the reasons I think I don't have any drama with white people is unfortunately, people in my neighborhood, they get thrown against a patrol car by a police officer who was white. That was their first negative experience. Well, my experience was this white banker who taught me about money. It was not negative at all. He answered my questions. The white teachers bought whatever I was selling through mail order, so that was a positive experience. So my first experience with white people was not a negative one. That helped in my situation. So now I've been told about his capital thing and how it works. So I started going home, and I walked home, and I saw the nail salon on the way home. That's a business. I saw the muffler shop for the first time. Okay, that's a business. I saw the barber shop. Well, hey, that's a business. Right. These are all capitalists. I saw the gas station. Well, everything is a business. Right. It just clicked. So on the way home, it was a liquor store, Mac's Liquor Store, owned by a black man, Mr. Mac, 6'2", good brother. He owned this liquor store, Mac's Liquor Store. It was down the street from my house. My house at 15502 South Fraley. This was at Atlantic and Alondra, right down the street. I walked up, Mr. Mac, and I said, Mr. Mac, I didn't know the word joint venture back then. I'm the king of joint ventures now. I said, Mr. Mac, I want to be your partner. I want to partner with you in the candy. He had a candy counter, glass, where he sold candy in the middle of the liquor store. Mm-hmm. And he said, come over here, I'll give you a job selling the candy. I don't want a job selling the candy. I want to be your partner. No. Look, I'm going to give you top dollar. Like, I'm going to pay you like $7 an hour. Back then, that was everything. Mm-hmm. And you're going to make more money than anybody in the neighborhood. I'm going to pay you top dollar. You got gift for gab. You can sell us. Come over here, sell my candy. I don't want to sell your candy, Mr. Mac. I want to be your partner. I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, that's really funny. You're selling the wrong kind of candy, sir. Well, no, I've got a college degree. I've got cavities. I'm 9 years old. I was going on 10. I'm telling you, you're selling the wrong kind. The only reason that they're buying from you, you have no competition. You're not even on the way to school.
Not even convenient.
You're not even convenient. We gotta walk out of the way. School's that way. We gotta walk out of the way to come to your liquor store. And we come into a liquor store to buy candy. I'm trying to save you. What do you want? I want to be a box boy. He said, that's the worst job I got. That's the one I want. Okay. So he hired me. I went to the cold box. You know, when you open the box and you get the beer out or whatever, the person pushing the inventory from behind in the cold box, that was what I wanted. Now, you guys are really smart. Why in the heck would I want that job?
Hold on, run it back, because I like quizzes. Now, what is the box boy?
The box boy.
I ain't never had no job.
The box boy, I love that, you're self-made. The box boy opens the inventory boxes.
Okay.
What did I tell you the difference between a hustler and a businessman?
Paperwork.
Paperwork. Where's the paperwork?
In the box.
In the box.
So now you got the whole operation.
Now you know how the operation
connect.
works. You learning the game.
So I'm opening the box.
And getting this right here.
And getting the paperwork and seeing where he bought the candy.
Phone number, address, everything.
Yes,
You can
Iris
keep it.
Food Store and Smart and Final.
That's where I'm going.
This is where his wholesale rate is. This is what his retail rate is.
It's what he paying.
It's the wholesale rate, what he's paying. I know what he's selling it for. My mouth is like, the difference is profit. So I quit in 3 weeks. Went home.
Called him up.
Went to my mother, said I need a loan. I told her I need $40. She said, for what? I said, to start a business. She said, I don't have $40 to give you. Money, life's tough. I'll loan you $40. You gotta pay it back. Hey, Mom, you gangster. Yep. I borrowed $40. She said, where are we going? She would not let me go any place by my mother was the janitor. My mother was the security guard at the substitute teacher at my school. When she got laid off at McDonald's Aircraft, she didn't go on welfare. She came to my school and asked what job was available because she was going to be all over her kid's ass. She told me she loved me every day of my life. That's why I had no self-esteem problem. She was always so she took me to Smart and Final, an Irish food store. It's owned by a Jewish family in Compton. And this story comes full circle, by the way. That family was very sweet. Oh, nice kid. It's be a school project. You want to start a business? Yep. I didn't care what they said. Yep. School project. Yep, sure. Because I didn't have a business permit. You couldn't ask me difficult questions. Sure, what do you want? I want to buy this candy, which I know my friends like, and I need some racks. Okay, here's the racks for free. We'll sell you the candy. Come back when you sold that. I went home, ate through half the inventory. So I lost my mind.
But dibbling in it packed.
I stopped eating my own
supply.
Own supply. But here's the miracle. With the other part that I didn't eat, I sold it and still had a profit. I said, oh my God.
Still making money.
Yeah. So if I'm making money and I'm running a sloppy business, what would happen if I tighten up?
Mm-hmm.
So I went, bought some more, came back, did not eat any more of it, sold it. 6 weeks later, I was making $300 a week. And I put the liquor store out of the candy business. I warned him. I said, partner with me and I'll save you, but he didn't pay any attention to me. And so I didn't argue with him. I didn't scream at him. I didn't curse at him. I just, competition, because I was right on the way to school. A neighbor candy house, opened the den of my house, right there on the corner on the way to school, and I cleaned his clock. 6 weeks. Once I had that, once that light came on, no one could stop me.
Man, this has been an amazing experience. We could literally sit here and talk all night. Everybody in here is in awe, fascinated right now. We got to get you to sign the table, though.
Oh, I'll be honored. So look, anybody watching this, I've created Operation Hope to do financial coaching and counseling. I raise about $60 million, $70 million a year so I can do it for free.
Okay.
And I have 1,500 offices across the country. I'm on your app. It's Hope in Hand app. I don't want a thing from you except your uplift. You can because of these brothers, you can go online, sign up to coaching. I'll give you a $1,000 coaching scholarship right off the bat. We're gonna get your credit score up 54 points in 6 months. We're gonna lower your debt $3,800. We're gonna increase your savings $1,200. You're making $48,000 a year, which is the average for us. That changes your whole life. You make $50,000 and I raise your credit score 54 points to 100 points. I've lowered your debt $3,800. I've increased your savings $1,200. The bank says yes. My whole goal is to get the bank out of the no business and back into the yes business. Because they can't make any money unless they say yes to somebody for debt, for a loan. Right. Now, somebody watching this, I'm gonna do what you said, but this is a very important point. Is I want to get all the taboo out of the way. Somebody watching this saying, oh, banks are racist. I got a cousin who's racist. You don't need to go to the bank. Like if we're gonna start blaming people, I got bums in my own, I call it the bum factor. 20% of white folks are bums. 20% of black people are bums.
Only 20?
20% of Republicans and Democrats are bums. 20% of people in my family are bums. I'm just being generous and saying 20. The point is, we don't need to, if pointing fingers is the game we're in, you don't need to point all the way over there. We can point right over here. So let's knock that off, right? So are banks racist? In the 20th century, yes, they were. They're owned by families. The Joe family had a bank. They're racist as hell, and they didn't want to loan to black people. Completely true. Today, Wells Fargo is owned by me. If you have a 401k, you own Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Santander Bank, you own Citibank. It's called a pooling of assets, of stocks. You don't even realize if you have a 401k plan, if you have a stock plan, and you're buying the index of the biggest stocks, you own all, it's publicly traded. Yeah. So is there a person in the bank that's racist? Yes. But what did I tell you? If you get your credit score to 700, you're not talking to that person. You're talking to the computer at midnight.
Saying yes.
So you ain't even got to go in the bank. You ain't even got to go in the bank.
Now, yes. So I want you to get your credit score up. That's what my team's going to help you do. Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points.
We got you.
Your day's not about God or love. Your day's about money. And when you guys finish working out, you go to the club and you partying, and that's cool. And you say, "Oh man, she's fine." And then the guys say, "Oh, she's fine." And the ladies say, "Oh, he's so handsome." Ask what's the name?
Then you ask what's the credit score.
Damn right.
And I am nothing but serious.
Dead serious. You heard it. I don't want to hear 5 nothing. 6 nothing. We make it work depending on how high your 6 is.
I'm gonna put it in that class though.
I'm gonna put it in that class.
You gotta go to that class.
No, she's fine enough. You put her in the class.
You put her in the class.
Give her one of my scholarships.
Cause you gave me 690 earlier. I was like, who the boy on to something?
By the way, I've been 400. I've been 500. I was almost bankrupt when I was 18. I was homeless when I was 18 years old. At Lautier Airport in Los Angeles. I lived in my Jeep. It's just, we didn't get to go to that story, but I mean, whatever the situation is, people are listening, I've been there. So yeah, my credit score is, 780 now, and it used to be 800, but I carry all this debt for my companies, whatever, on my back, but it's fine. My Amex is like 6 figures every month. My black card, so that
talk your talk. You write it out, man.
That drives down my credit score. But I have been 400. I have been 500. I've been all that. So we can all come up. This is all curable, right? I was on with the Earn Your Leisure brothers. They're talking about historic racism, discrimination, and credit score. I said, what about credit scores? And, I'm like, look, just pay your damn bill.
That's it.
I mean, did you pay for the car note or did you not?
Or did you take the money and say, hold up, I thought about it?
All these people running around, they got the Bentley, right? And I'm like, and then the career ain't working the way they want. Right. All of a sudden, the bank's racist. Wait, the bank wasn't racist when they gave you the loan, but now when the bank wants their money back, now the bank's racist. Just pay them back.
Pay them back.
Or give them the car back. Like, why is this a discussion? Like, let me tell you something. If I loan you some money and you don't pay me back, you're going to be calling me racist.
No, that's your gift. This your gift. We want you to sign the tape.
This is a gift? I get a gift?
Yeah, that's yours.
It's yours.
It's not ticking, is it?
No, it ain't ticking. Next time you make some money, man, wear that suit, man.
Am I opening this now or am I later?
Most definitely.
I mean, you open it when you want to.
Well, people don't normally give me something. People normally asking me for something. This is hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk your talking there, 85 South.
Okay, you guys are classy.
You might be jumping off a jet or something. You might need a little sweatsuit or something.
Oh, this is hot.
Represent the South.
I will wear this, man.
Nice hat or something.
Oh, no, this is classy. Yeah, I'll wear this when I travel.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you very much.
Now, the catch is this outfit is $250,000.
Wait, hold on. First, wait, slow.
You heard what he said?
No, hold on. No, I'm sorry.
It ain't.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
You don't give the people credit score over 70.
No.
And you qualify.
No, see, he thinks all this is normal. I'm, with all due respect, I didn't hear a word you said. We on live, whatever this is, and my brother is broken out a styrofoam situation. Yo, now you're gonna ask me for something. No. You want it when you were praying on your food and put it in your mouth. You didn't ask me for a thing.
No, I waited. We was here.
You a fucked up person, DC. You fucked up, man.
I'm trying to get that $250,000.
You a fucked up person, man.
I heard what you said.
Shit, I would never do you like that, good brother. I wouldn't. Not me. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't even do you like that, my boy.
But let me tell you what.
But if you run it back,
you get your own hot sauce.
Let me tell you what.
You was just talking.
What?
Well, hold on.
Then you see me do like that, he was talking.
But hold on.
I said, but I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, let me see me in periphery.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you, first of all, I love that you prayed. But let me tell you why he's going to be so successful. He's got something figured out. Charity starts at home.
Exactly.
The best way to solve poverty is start by not being poor yourself.
Understood.
Even if you want to distribute money like a socialist, you have to first collect it like a capitalist. That brother made sure he was eating. He made sure he wasn't hungry. He was on that. I'm making around to my food. He was eating his. That self-determination, that self-reliance, that do for yourself, make sure that you are cool.
For sure.
That's the first. That's the first element of success.
I had to learn that ain't nobody gonna take care of you like you.
That's right. I like you guys.
No problem. You more than what. We got any questions? I know it's
money never been paid. So yeah, that JJ.
Y'all got any?
Yeah.
John Hope Bryant, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit the website, get those resources, get your credit score up. Run this back. He dropped a lot of gems in this one right here, man. We really appreciate you coming out. We done had a lot of brothers come through here, but for somebody of your stature to come through here and tell us some of the right shit, that means a lot, because you didn't have to.
My man was in a Sprinter van by himself.
Here you go.
16 passengers.
Well, who else was supposed to be in there with?
Taking extra sheets for no reason.
I need quiet, brother.
I understand that.
If I'm doing a conference call with somebody, it has to be confidential. If I'm taking care of business, it's confidential. If I'm trying to create, I can't create in a bunch of noise. Again, I will let you mess over my money one time. You can't mess over my time. So that's my mobile office out there. I did a lot of stuff between my office and here. That driver that's out there, I'm glad to give him, by the way, give him employment, whatever, his brother, Marvin. He's making me money. He's allowing me to build wealth because I am using the time while he's driving. It used to be that it was more efficient for me to drive, but when I was hustling, it was more efficient for me to drive myself around. But then I got to the point where I was on the phone, I'm distracted.
Laptop,
you know me.
I can't drive.
So I'm a danger to myself and everybody else, and I'm not being efficient. I can't focus on anything. It got to a point, whenever I got to a point where I had enough capital gains, I had enough, they call it a liquidity event.
Liquidity, yes, sir.
Now, by the way, another jewel. Black people, let's stop getting emotional about business. A whole point of building a business is to sell it. I will repeat that. The entire point of building a business is to make it valuable and to sell it. You want a liquidity event. Now you can reinvest that if you like, or give philanthropy, or do whatever you want. Somebody says, again, in the comments, oh, John, you wrong. Amazon didn't sell, Walmart didn't sell, you fool. What do you think a publicly traded company is? It's being sold every day. It's called stock sales and purchases.
Shares, yeah.
It's called shares.
We need some stock, man.
So you build the company, you build it up, and you get a liquidity event, and that what's called clipping a coupon on Wall Street. Wall Street gives you the compliment of saying, I independently value what you have sold. I have audited financials, by the way. That's a whole other conversation about the benefit of having, again, paperwork. So we, not that you value it, we, Wall Street, independently value. So when I sold a company for over $100 million and clipped my coupon on Wall Street, it also mattered who bought it. So it was an institutional purchaser, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got a $200 million line of credit, making me one of very few black people to ever have a line of credit of $100 million. And that was not...
How you sleep at that night?
It's not.
After you done did the business all day, right? You done did the business all day. The check clear. You looking at you see the M's in there. How you sleep?
When that deal closed for $121 million before the $200 million deal, I was at Taco Bell in the drive-thru. It was 3:00 in the afternoon. I ordered a number 3.
I'm about to start fucking with that number 3.
It was just another day. It was another moment. I don't do it for the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about the achievement. And I wasn't really focusing on the money that came to me. I want to make sure the bankers got paid, my investors got their money back plus a return, the contractors, the attorneys, the attorneys earned $1 million off that transaction. I wanted to make sure I had partners and relationships for life who knew that when John Bryant calls you
about that bread,
you know it's legit.
Man, you make sure you got our number. Don't leave this one without our number.
So I wasn't tripping on it at all. But when I did that $20 million credit facility with non-recourse debt with Barings, that said something about me as a businessman being an operator. Thank you. So,
that JJ sauce, that shit get in your throat.
Yeah, it's serious. So, you build a business up so that you can have a liquidity event and sell it. I'm about to start a business. I can't talk about the details right now.
Okay.
But in a month, you'll hear, a month or so, we've announced a business that at its start will be 3 times larger than the real estate business that I sold was when I sold it. But I couldn't have done the one that's 3 times larger with a partner I'm doing it with had I not
done that one.
Done the first one and sold it. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Because he wants to be in business of you selling.
He wants to be the new company wants to be in business with somebody who achieved
the goal that they're
the goal of I did in the last business that put me in a league
up here.
In order to do $1 billion deal, you had to be able to do a $100 million deal.
Right. I can't trust you up here if you ain't never done right.
That part.
I hope you learned something today. I hope you listen to every word Mr. John Hope Bryant said in here today.
You might want to go in business and buy their business. Call JJ.
DC gonna sell him some shit that he don't even own. That's how cold my partner is. He don't even have shit to do with JJ's about to sell it.
I'm about to sell it. I'm finna bring JJ some money, nigga. I'm a, what you call a financial ninja, nigga.
John and John.
John and John.
John and John.
Mortgage brokers. John and John mortgage brokers.
Come on, man. Come on, man. And listen, man, this is the 85 South Show.
Right there.
You never know who gonna stop through here. 85 South Show, DC Young Fly, John Hope Bryant. We out of here.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl Dre Nicole.
Clayton English.
Snap Green. Boy, Louis Belt.
Justin Whitehead. Moneybag Buffett.
Listen, if you're trying to book us for your event, hosting, comedy show, whatever you got going on,
Let's keep it real professional.
No sliding in my DMs.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. That's what they want me to say. You can still slide in my DMs, but it's got to be freaky. No, I'm just playing. Look.
Let's keep it real professional. This what you gonna do.
Hit the email, bookings@85southshow.com.
That's how you make sure everything is handled right with no games.
Contact the email, man. Hey, ain't no more hear me on the side. I'm professional this year. You gotta talk to my people.
So one more time. For bookings, hit up bookings
at 85southshow.com.
And that way, you can get your event handled the right way. Because like I said, I'm not gonna hit you up. I'm not gonna respond. So look.
No funny business.
no funny business.
It's just strictly
family business around here, man. We bring the funny. You just have your business straight. Let's go. Come on.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy DC Young Fly. In case you haven't heard, we at the 85 South Show have launched our own independent streaming service called Channel 85. And for our loyal supporters, we are currently offering 20% off for 6 months. Just use code 85 per center. Right, spread it out. Code 85 PERCENTER. Once you sign up, you'll get access to the podcast a whole day earlier than everyone else on YouTube. All of our new live shows, independent specials, new shows like 5 on it, 85, and even get your special offers and discounts for 85 South merchandise. And the shows, it's only $8.50 a month or $85 for the whole year. And you can find us online at channel85.com. Or on your iPhone, Apple TV, Amazon, Fire Stick, Roku, and even on Android. And remember, use code 85 per center for 20% off for a whole 6 months. That's Channel 85. Subscribe.
It's your man Karlous Miller, and I'm over here at the 85 South Studios, 85 Ways. And look, if you would like to be featured on the Black Market, all you have to do is go to the website, go to Black Market, click submit, and submit. If you want to be featured on here, you can come kick it and be my guest, and we'll talk about your business and how we can scale up and what's going good and let the people know exactly what you got going on. Hit the website, register, submit, and come kick it with me on the Black Market. You know what that means. It's money on the floor.